New developments tonight in the deputy-involved shooting of a Loxahatchee man.
At a late afternoon news conference, Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw revealed the results of the FDLE investigation into the death.
The findings that a Palm Beach County deputy was reasonably justified in his actions that night back in May. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with News Channel 5's Dan Corcoran. Dan?
Well, Jay, Sheriff Rick Bradshaw telling us that investigations by the Sheriff's Office and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, as well as the State Attorney's Office, they will all soon be in agreement that Sergeant Michael Custer acted within protocol when he fired his weapon on Seth Adams on the night of May 16th. Now, new information coming from the sheriff today says that Sergeant Michael Custer was part of a 6-member undercover surveillance team looking into a series of ATM thefts in the area of Loxahatchee Groves, unrelated, though, to the Adams property itself. Now, Bradshaw says toxicology reports show that Adams was, in fact, intoxicated the night that he and Custer came face to face. The sheriff says that Adams lunged at Custer, grabbing Custer's throat, and that is when Custer fired 4 shots in less than 2 seconds. The sheriff says now that strong physical and forensic evidence supports that Adams was a threat to Custer's life. That includes DNA evidence that Bradshaw says left on Custer's throat, forearm, and pant leg.
The deputy took action while in the line of duty. That PBSO took all the necessary steps to do a proper investigation and a thorough investigation, and that Sergeant Custer followed standard procedures when responding to a threat that he reasonably perceived was a threat to his life.
Now, the sheriff also says that EMS was not blocked from the scene or delayed from the scene, that first aid was rendered in the appropriate time frame, and that one of the other responding deputies even took off his shirt to put pressure on Adams' chest gunshot wound. Now, again, PBSO and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement finding Sergeant Michael Custer was justified in the shooting death of Seth Adams. Now, this is the letter right here from the state attorney's lead investigator on this case, who is recommending that State Attorney Peter Antonacci also clear Custer of any wrongdoing. The state attorney makes the final determination on that. Sergeant Custer, meanwhile, is back on the job with PBSO tonight. Live in the studio, Dan Corcoran, News Channel 5.